Hey guys, what is up? Sup, right here for the Council Network with episode 2 of Jessica Jones review, aka Crush Syndrome, and that is actually used within the story here. So, I just came watching off the episode. We actually learned more about Kilgrave. He is the center focus of the episode, and of course, Jessica is being questioned by the cops. Luke Cage is being questioned by the cops because she had photos of him because he's been sleeping with people. He's a dirty boy. And of course, Hope is on trial like I said she would be. But obviously there was a few things that play out here that play out differently that I thought that would. Very much did. We obviously know that Kilgrave to this extent has abilities where he's able to control people, and we get to see more of Trish Jones, Jessica Jones' friend, who just wants to help Jessica and probably in the end will end up dead. I'm going to call it now. She's probably going to end up dead. I hate to say it, but it's pretty much true. We also get a little bit of a backstory to Luke Cage, because it looks like his wife died in the bus crash that was led to believe to kill Kilgrave. And this all happened when Jessica was under his control. At least that's how it seems to play out. It may have played out differently. We'll find out. The one thing that took me by surprise, in all honesty, is his kidney was fucked up. One of them was shot to hell. And he basically convinced the doctor to basically take 2 kidneys from someone else and put them in him. Well, of course he did. That's what he does. Jessica actually finds all this out by dressing up as a nurse and secret agent man, or secret agent woman in this case, goes into the hospital and finds this all out and gets the details on, starts getting the details on the doctor. You know, it's one thing at a time kind of thing. Basically tracks down the ambulance, tracks down the driver. Basically the guy who was an alcoholic, got drunk, took in and caused all this. We actually find out every little bit of it. She's still obviously haunted by Kilgrave, so she goes and visits the guy. The guy's on basically, I don't know, I want to say a dialysis machine, and his mother's like, oh, holy, God brought him back. He used to be, a terrible guy. All this shit. Of course, he had a stroke. He's a really young guy. He had a stroke because of, just his body not taken to getting both kidneys removed. Thank you, Kilgrave. And he actually writes down kill, and Jessica goes, I know, Kilgrave. And he goes, no, kill me, because he's suffering. The poor guy is pretty much in a state where it's irreversible. The damage has been done, and he's stuck that way for the rest of his life. So it's kind of one of those things. The girl that Jessica, that Luke Cage has been sleeping around with and Jessica took the photos of, she's all pissed at Jessica, and that actually sets up for Jessica to go to the bar. Now, for Jessica to go to the bar, she actually finds out that Luke Cage is going to go get his ass beat, apparently. For our comic book friends who read the comics, for anyone who knows Power Man's power from the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, maybe, or Disney, or just in general knows Power Man, you can knife him, you can use a saw on him, he's unbreakable skin, and he's got pretty good strong power. That's easiest way to describe Power Man at the end of the day. It really is. We actually get to see it play out during this episode. Beats the shit out of everyone. Jessica beats the shit out of everyone. He tells her to get the hell out, and free shots for everyone. Hooray! Free shots for everyone. Everyone loves free shots. It's a brilliant scene that plays out. It really is. Jessica is tracking down the doctor that did the transplant, who's now a professor because it's the only thing he's got left in life because Kilgrave has taken everything else from him. Kilgrave is just a asshole, kind of like Kingpin, where they just take everything from you, leave you with nothing, and you'd be lucky to have your life at the end of it. You really would be lucky to have your life at the end of it. That's just how it constantly seems. Now, Jessica's sort of on and off again boss, I think that's the best way to put it, did not want to take the case of Hope, but because of what the doctor was able to give info-wise, she's able, to be persuaded and say, okay, Hope's got a case here because this guy's even saying it. Jessica's undergone it, and Hope has undergone it. This is three people already who have, been led to the Kilgrave dot syndrome. Let's put it that way. So at this point, I got to start believing it that this is actually a thing. So we get to see that play out. Furthermore, I'm trying to think back to make sure I got everything I wanted to talk about. Trish is actually training because she is training so she can get hit with a gun. I thought she had some kind of like syndrome and they're leading that up to her death or whatnot. I still feel she's going to end up dying, which is kind of sad. And of course, the end of the episode, we get to see Kilgrave inviting himself in, which is in one of the trailers. You will let me in. I will be your guest for a while. I have a palate, and if I don't like it, I'm pretty much going to kill you. Great episode. I'm going to give this episode a 9.5. Not as good as their opener. This felt more Luke Cage centered, but that's fine. I feel it's going to, obviously, it needs to be to set up Luke Cage's character. It sets up Kilgrave a little bit more. We know his weakness now is basically if he gets put under anesthesia, you can deal with him. Otherwise, he's just going to convince you constantly, so he has to be constantly drugged. Because when he had the kidney transplant, he was awake. That's insane. That is fucking insane. Only an epidural. That's all he wanted, to knock out the pain. But he stayed awake the entire damn time. That's fucking insane. 9.5 out of 10. Go see the episode and read for the Council Network. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you later. Peace.